going to turn red?
Yes.
That'll turn red, and then.
I'd like to call the meeting to order at this time. Confirm notice compliance with the open meeting law.
We are in compliance.
Thank you. Again, I'd like to call the meeting of Board of Civil Service Trustee agenda for June 10th, 2020. Meeting to order. Has this meeting been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the Nevada open meeting law?
Yes, it has.
Thank you very much. Deputy City Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Chair Jordan,
Here.
Member Mack,
Here.
Member Chaydez,
Here.
Member Clemens,
Here.
Member Manhattan. Here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, item 3, public comment. Comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to the matters of the agenda for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward to give your name for the record. The amount of discussion as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. Seeing or hearing none, going forward. Item 4, I need a motion for the possible action to approve the final minutes by reference of the regular meeting of March 11th, 2020.
Member Chaydez would like to make a motion to approve the final minutes for the regular meeting on March 11th, 2020.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. Moving forward. Item 5, discussion for possible action to certify eligible lists for combination inspector, open, EMS field coordinator, promotional, fire fleet supervisor, open, materials management supervisor, open, planner 1, open, technical systems analyst, open. May I have a motion for this, please?
Member Clemens, I make a motion to approve item 5 as read.
Thank you. At this time, have a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All opposed? Hearing none. Going forward. Item 6. At this time, discussion for possible action to extend eligible lists for chemists, open, deputy city marshal sergeant, promotional, deputy city marshal corrections officer, open, environmental compliance inspector, city engineer, equipment operator 2, open, fire battalion chief 56-hour, promotional, fire captain, promotional, fire engineer, promotional, heavy equipment operator, promotional, hydrant technician, open, legal technician 1, open, materials management technician, open, parking enforcement officer, open, parking services technician, open, plant operator 1, open, project engineer, open, recreation coordinator, open, senior parking enforcement officer, promotional, senior traffic systems technician, promotional, streets and sanitation supervisor, promotional. At this time,
Chair, this is Deputy City Attorney Esslinger. I just want to make a note that the Environmental Compliance Inspector, City Engineer was an open position. I think we just failed to state that that was open.
then, okay.
That was quite a list, so.
Oh, okay, well,
yeah.
for the record, I will repeat, environmental compliance inspector, city engineer, open? Is that the one?
Correct.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. At this time, I'd like to have a motion with that reiteration of that certain title.
Member Manhattan, a motion to approve item number 6 as read.
Thank you very much. At this time, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. At this time, item 7. Discussion for possible action to certify classification specifications for Code Enforcement Officer 1 and 2, Inclusion Recreation Leader, Senior Inclusion recreation leader.
Chair Jordan, again, Deputy City Attorney Esslinger, the class specification for Code Enforcement Officer 1, 2 will be stricken from this item. There's an error in it that causes a little bit of confusion, so Human Resources is going to pull that item, and they're going to have it on a future agenda. So when you approve it, you will be approving Inclusion Recreation Leader and Senior Inclusion Recreation Leader.
Okay, so inclusion, okay, I'm going to do the motion again and leave code enforcement officer out, 1 and 2. Okay, so at this time, we need a motion for discussion for possible action to certify inclusion recreation leader and senior inclusion recreation leader.
Member Chaydez would like to make a motion to approve item 7 as read.
Thank you. All in favor of this?
Aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Moving forward. Item 8, discussion for possible action to approve a request to place Kenneth Caliban on the rehire list for corrections officer and Juan Aries on the rehire list for maintenance worker.
Member Manhattan, I motion to approve item number 8 as read.
Thank you very much. At this time, I have all in favor of this?
Aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Moving forward. Item 9, discussion for possible action to abolish eligible list for communication specialists established January 9th, 2019. I have a motion for this, please?
Member Mack, I make a motion that item number 9 be approved as read.
Thank you very much. All in favor of this motion, of this item? I'm sorry.
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none. At this time, item 10, citizen participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the board. No subject may be acted upon by the board unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward and give your name for the record, the amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as amount of any amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited.
Chair Jordan?
Yes.
Member Manhattan here. This item, well, first of all, I wanted to say it's wonderful to see everyone and glad to see that everyone has held up during this pandemic, and so welcome back. I also wanted to let the committee know that I'm going to confer with council with regard to a matter I'd like to bring to the committee's attention, perhaps, to this council's, this board's, attention at the next meeting. Whether or not it is within our jurisdiction, I guess I'll have to get some feedback on, but it's in regard to a potential position and also maybe some language for future classifications, specifications that we approve, a recommendation that I would hope for this board's support on in sending some recommendations to this city with regard to future classification specifications.
Okay, that will be noted, and you guess you'll brief us, city attorney, on what's on that later?
That is correct.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Board Member Manhattan, on that. We look forward to reviewing that. All right. At this time, if there's any more citizen participation or input, I'd like to adjourn this. We are adjourned.